always aim for a minimum of 2% a month, which is 24% a year with any trading strategy or robot. But this month I am withdrawing 1,584 euro from my Darwinex Zero account, and my initial investment was 1,885 euro, which is 84% return on investment in less than 1 year. Simply put, that is 3.5 times more than what I targeted my live accounts. How did I achieve that? I will share it with you right after I ask you the following. Our analytics show that most people who watch our videos aren't subscribed. YouTube just recommends them to you. If you haven't yet, please take a moment to check. It is free and it helps us keep testing robots, running live accounts and sharing everything with you. Your support lets us continue finding the best EAs, so thank you for that. And I'll show you immediately one of my Darwinex accounts where I have over 130,000 euro assets under management. And for those of you who are watching every video of mine, probably you would recognize the growth and the strategy behind that. But if I just go to the withdrawals, you will see that I earned 1,584 euro and 67 cents, and just in the last 1 month that was nearly 1,300 euro. And I just haven't uploaded my ID and I haven't added a withdrawal method to this account. Actually, the good thing with Darwinex Zero is that you can trade more than one account. At the time of recording this video, I think I have 4 accounts. So with this one, I haven't still requested a withdrawal, and I will do that right after recording the video. But let me show you this MetaTrader, and I'll drag and drop the VPS on the recording screen, and you will see that in this account I am trading the powerhouse with the sharpshooter strategy on euro-dollar on M50 time frame. If I show you the history, you will see that I started trading this account last year, I believe in March. I'll scroll all the way up to the top, could be a little bit earlier, but I believe it was somewhere in March, or yep, exactly, it is the 10th of March when I started trading this account. And at this moment it was just the sharpshooter. Then Ryan, the vendor, updated it to a powerhouse expert advisor, which combines all of his strategies into one EA. And from the drop down menu you can select which strategy to trade, and in this account I'm trading the sharpshooter alone with a high risk mode, and I have a protection of 4.5%. Now the default is 30%, but I decided to lower it to 4.5 because of what happened last year during the summertime. If I show you the track records on the foot the trading tab are the Algo Trading space, and I look for the powerhouse sharpshooter expert advisor, this one over here. I'll zoom out a little bit. I'll show you the new tracking system developed by us. So no more FX Blue or by FX Book. We have a very reliable tool that we call the Space Tracker, available for our VIP users, and it's the one that displays all of our results publicly. And you can see the track record with very high accuracy, but I will focus on what happened last year in July. The expert advisor, the sharpshooter strategy, was performing really well in this account, and then it lost 30% of its value, then started to recover, and you can see that it still didn't reach the high water mark from the MetaTrader account, but this recovery was good enough for the Darwinex engine, and you can see that at this point we have a total return of 23.87, while here it is 21.26. So it actually recovered that drop, and because of that I started to see investor capital as well in the account. I have allocation from Darwinex, but I also have the permanent allocation which I purchased last year, 100,000 euro, and this is where the math just works for me, and I will show exactly why I believe believe trading the sharpshooter or Darwinex is a very good return on investment at the end of the day. But very quickly I'll show you the performance of the vendor's account where he is trading $5,000 live account. And very same thing, we had this drop in July 2025, but what I noticed is that since June 2022 it was just one time when there was such a huge drop. If I show you the drawdown tab, you'll see that the drawdown prior to this drop was not more than 4%. So then I switched from 30 to 4.5. It was 30 like the default input, but then I switched to 4.5 because if I had 4.5 at this moment in July last year, this drop wouldn't be in my account and I would have just small drawdown. However, it's a good lesson I've learned and I keep it at 4.5 now. And you can see that I recovered the account. The rating is above 82, which is fantastic, and I started to receive also investors' capital. So for this account I have bought a 3-year plan that costs 1,080 euro. And actually if you want to start a new Darwinex account, you can start for just 45 euro per month if you are trading Forex and CFDs. But Darwinex Zero is a long-term game, so I usually take the yearly plan or the 3 years, and for this account I got the 3-year plan. And once you buy such a plan, which gives you also 190 euro coupon code that you can use for their boosters. And for this account with the sharpshooter I have bought the 100,000 euro allocation, and during this time it was just a few options. Now they have added more, but in Europe I believe I've bought the 5%, which was 995. So I used the coupon of 190 and the total I've paid for this permanent allocation was 805, or the total amount I've spent for this Darwinex Zero account was 1,885 euro. And my withdrawal now is 1,584 euro, or this is 84% return on investment in less than 1 year. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is how much you spent on an account, not how much you are trading. It could be a $200,000 prop firm challenge, but you haven't spent that money, right? You've purchased a plan, you've purchased a challenge. The same thing here, I've purchased this 3-year plan, I've purchased the allocation, and I've spent that amount of money. I've made profits and I can withdraw now that amount of money, and that's exactly the gain I will have from this account. Of course, you will say the EI cost money, and that's true. If I show the vendor's website, the Powerhouse EA, at the time of recording this video cost $648. There is a 10-day demo, which is great, but we found a way in Algo Trading space to put the best vendors, the best expert advisors, and the best platforms together. So let me show you how you can get it for free. If you go to the home page and you click on free EAs, you will see the zero cost campaign where you can apply for a free expert advisor, and the Powerhouse EA is an EA in the tier 2 plan. So if you fund a 5k live account, or if you buy a 3-year subscription from Darwinex Zero, you are getting a free license for this account. So you can actually get the Powerhouse strategy for free. And of course, it doesn't mean you have to trade the sharpshooter. You can trade any of the other strategies that are available in the expert advisor. I also noticed that one of our VIP users is using the Powerhouse on a live account, but he's trading a few of the strategies in there and makes about 5% a month, which is a great result. And before recording this video, I was running a back test with the sharpshooter to see if I can run it on a 3k live account, and the back test doesn't seem fantastic, but overall it is profitable. These drop in July matches, and I'll just play further with the inputs to see if it is better to keep 30% drawdown or it is better to go lower with 4.5. I've also been running some optimization to see see which is the best option for the max drawdown. The optimizer showed that the best results actually come with 20% max loss. You can see the drawdown is 23, somewhere between 20 and 26 with all of the options, but a max risk of 20% seems to be the most profitable for a 3K live account, so that's something I am considering. But first, I will make sure to withdraw the money from Darwinex, and I really want to see how this expert advisor will perform in the longer term in the Darwinex account and eventually in a live account. And if you want to know more about how Darwinex works, check out this video on my side, because it sounds complicated in the beginning, but then it's really not. I haven't changed anything in this account for 1 year. It's been trading fully automatically. It works great. I love you guys. Trade safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.